Lehigh-coached Blackford Bruins coming to Gas City to meet up with Kyle Burrish in the 3-4 Mississinewa Indians. Blackford comes into tonight 2-1 in the CIC, Mississinewa 1-2 in the Central Indiana Conference, and last week it was a huge Indian victory on homecoming week, defeating Alexandria 48-18. Meanwhile, for Blackford, they fell to the Eastbrook Panthers last week, 56-13. It was 1 year ago where the Indians traveled to Bruin country and knocked off the Blackford Bruins on their home field, 38-13. Tonight, the Bruins come to Indian country to see if they can knock off the Indians. But before we can do that, we got to send it live to Fisher Field to get you set up for the night's game with the Wellness Center pregame show. Here is Ryan Scott and Ian Van Winkle. Gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to the Tribe Sports Studio. I'm Dalton Bishop. Tonight, it is...
Good evening to you as well, Dalton, and welcome to Fisher Field, Mississinewa High School, kicking off week 8 of the IHSA football season. Hello, and again, welcome to the Big GC. I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is my caller analyst, Mr. Ian Van Winkle. Before we officially kick off the Wellness Center pregame show, we'll step aside for 60 and come back. This is Indians pregame on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to the Wellness Center pregame show. Hello, and again, I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is Ian Van Winkle. And Ian, it's week 8 of the IHSA football season, close to tournament time. We'll talk about the IHSA sectional draw here in a little bit, but it's week 8, and you kind of really want to be playing your best football.
Yeah, you want to be ending the season on the right note, and we've got great weather. We've got early September weather tonight and mid-October almost, so it's a really nice night.
Yeah, for sure, and we are going to take a look at some stats here, but first we're going to kind of take a look at some coaches' stats and history stats here. Coaches Randy Ci, 22-28 in 5th year at Blackford, 83-82 in his 16th year overall, and the record kind of really doesn't show how well of a coach he is.
No, I mean, he's been a lot of places, had a lot of success at Madison Grant, and a decent few years at Marion.
Yes, and Kyle Burrish comes in at 3-4 in his first year at the helm of the Mississinewa Indians, and kind of a rebuilding year. You know, you switch head coaches. That's always a rough change, especially in football.
It's probably a good time for him to come in because they had so many seniors under Funk's system, and Burrish can kind of put the young guys through his tutelage and just start them off in his program and just kind of work with what Funk did and just mold it in his way and just really build a program.
Again, like you heard Dalton Bishop say earlier, Blackford comes in at 3-3, Mississinewa comes in at 3-4, and you wonder how in the world that doesn't add up. 3-3, 3-4. Well, Blackford got canceled earlier in the season due to COVID-19. So they're 3-3. Mississinewa comes in at 3-4. And the past 35 years, Mississinewa leads the series 26-14.
Yeah.
And their last meeting on October 18, 2019, Mississinewa took the win in Hartford City, 38-13. In the John Harrell prediction, Mississinewa comes out on top, 35-21. Well, we're going to step aside for 60 and come back with more of the Wellness Center pregame show. This is Indians football live from Gas City.
Well, since 1987, located at 4411 South Street in Marion, next to VIA. The Wellness Center promotes a healthy and active lifestyle with physical and occupational services, gym memberships, gymnastics, laser tag, personal training, health promotion plans, and more. Stop by or visit us on Facebook at TWC Marion. Experience the difference at the Wellness Center and join us as we continue to working to keep you well. The Wellness Center has been working.
Welcome back to the Wellness Center pregame show. Take a look at team stats for both teams, but first we'll take a look at the Blackford Bruins.
Blackford is rush heavy, 222 yards per game, 39 yards passing. So they don't pass it too much, and 261 total yards, 45 tackles per average, and 22 points per game.
For Mississinewa, rushing yards per game is 147. Passing yards per game is 97. Total yards per game is 244. Tackles per game is 48. Sacks per game is 1. And points per game is 26. And let's take a look at team leaders for both teams.
Scott Winger, Blackford, 78 yards rushing per game. Carson Seahigh, 39 yards passing. Scott Winger, total 80 yards a game. And Scott Winger, 9.7 tackles per game. And Scott Winger, 6 points per game. Looks like Scott Winger does a lot for Blackford.
And for Mississinewa, rushing yards per game is led by number 23, Carson Campbell with 98. Passing yards per game is led by number 4, Landry Rock with 97. Total yards per game is led by number 23, Carson Campbell with 155. Tackles per game is led by number 2, Elijah Standridge with 9. Sacks per game is led by number 47, Tanner Campbell with 1. And points per game is led by the none under, number 23, Carson Campbell with 13. Well, 12 minutes before the opening kick in the pregame festivities. We'll take another 60-second break and come back with more of the Wellness Center pregame show. This is Indians football live from the Big GC. Welcome back to the Max's Barbershop pregame show. We are going to turn things over to public address announcer Mr. Kurt McCollum with the pregame festivities.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Fisher Field here on the campus of Mississinewa High School. For tonight's CIC contest between the visiting Blackford Bruins and your Mississinewa Indians. This time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise and remove all hats and face the flag, which is at the east end of the field, as the Mississinewa Crimson Pride Marching Band honors America with the playing of our national anthem under the direction of Mrs. Cindy Walker.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?
And now, here come your Mississinewa Indians! Mississinewa Principal Steve Quatter, Assistant Principals Rachel Resch and Brody Burbank, Athletic Director Chance Young, and Head Coach Kyle Burrish would like to welcome Blackford Head Coach Randy Seehey, his coaching staff, team, cheerleaders, and fans to tonight's game. Refreshments are on sale at the west end of the stadium, which is towards the parking lot. Restrooms are located on the home side. Men's is at the west end, ladies is at the east end. Officials for tonight's game, Mr. Jay Petty, referee, Mark Constant, umpire, Justin Bates, linesman, John Chalfant, line judge, and Brian Dishman, the back judge.
Well, welcome again to Mississinewa High School for tonight's Week 8 of the IHSA football season. I'm Ryan Scott. Alongside with me is Ian Van Winkle. We are happy to be here for tonight in Week 8. Captains for both teams meeting officials at the Indian Head for the coin toss. And let's see how Week 8 is going to be kicked off. I'd like to thank Mr. Brooks Holloway, the man behind me, man who puts on the show, and Mr. Prince Fortney on the camera tonight.
Prince is our eye in the sky.
Our
he
spotter.
He knows football like nobody's business.
And let's see what it'll be.
Has won the coin toss. They elect to defer. They'll kick off to the Indians. Indians will defend the east goal. The Bruins will defend the west goal.
Well, Mississinewa will have the ball first, and let's see what Coach Burrish and his Mississinewa Indians can do. It's pink out here in Gas City. I'd like to give a big thank you to our pregame sponsor, the Wellness Center.
The Indians are coming out from a high-scoring affair from last week, so we'll see if they can keep that going, Ryan.
For sure. It's about 80 players to about 28.
Yeah, it's Blackford's, down a little bit this year on numbers.
Between COVID-19 and other things, it will hurt a team.
Yeah, this
it hurt us for a while.
Yep, it hits a lot of the sports in the county and the conference, and football, it really hurts because you need a lot of men on the field.
Before we get this broadcast started, I would like to thank a big thank you to Mississinewa groundskeeper, Mr. Matt Stevens, on a nice-looking Fisher field today. 2 in the backfield for Mississinewa. That'll be Elijah Standridge and Carson Campbell. And Bode Malott will kick off for Blackford. And let's see, the whistle has been blown, and let's see if we can get airborne. It's a stinger. Picked up by Jaden Crick. Juke move here out to the close side, will be stepped out of bounds.
Blackford wanting to not kick to Campbell or Standridge, and squibbed it a little short.
So let's see what Mississinewa can do here. Again, coming off of a very, very nice victory over Alexandria last week on homecoming.
And the Indians did a good job on defense against them because Alexandria can be a high-powered offense. So hopefully the Indians have improved throughout the season. I think they have.
Snap up the middle. Carson Campbell doesn't go anywhere. It will be brought down.
Like Scott Winger putting on the stats again, so he got a nice tackle on Campbell to bring him down.
Second down for Mississinewa. 11:33 to play in the first quarter. Rock under center for Mississinewa. Carson Campbell right beside him. Goes to Carson Campbell, heads to the far side. Has a open spot, and it could be a track meet and will be brought down.
Great run and way to follow your tackles. And McCreary led the way for the first 10 or 15 yards with his pink out shirt on tonight. Good job, Carson.
It'll be first down for the Tribe. Receivers to both sides. Jaden Crick to the near. Under center, Landry Rock. Ball is snapped. Fake it. He'll keep it up
nice
the
play.
middle. And
Nice
he
play.
could be gone. And will step out of bounds near the 10-yard line.
Nice option there by Landry, and he just takes it down the field almost for 6.
And it's another first down for Mississinewa.
Rock really showed his speed there, and his burst of speed looks pretty good. That's pretty promising for the Indians if they have a triple threat quarterback here.
First and goal for Mississinewa. Jaden Crick to the near side. Campbell in motion. Ball will be dropped.
Just came a little awkward out of Landry's hand. The receiver was open and ready to go. It just mishandled by the quarterback when he let it go.
Talk a little bit about the sectional pairings for sectional number 20 at the halftime break.
And we can't forget we're going to talk about tennis, too.
Are we?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. Carson Campbell up the
Nice.
middle. He's in the end zone for a quick touchdown for Mississinewa.
Way to follow the offensive lineman. McCreary led the way along with Lucas Asbury to open a huge hole for the touchdown.
Andre Soliday, the boot himself, will head to kick the extra point.
He's my next target for a podcast interview. I'm going to try to get the great Andre
It's on the
Soliday.
ground. It is up. And no good.
Ooh, a little bit off to the left. Hope I didn't hope I didn't jinx him, but that doesn't happen often, so I'll shut up. I promise I won't say it again. But it was nice to see the Indians come down, just, basically control everything they wanted to do, and great great line play and great runs by Carson Campbell, along with Landry.
Another big thank you to the man behind me, Mr. Brooks Holloway, on an amazing stream tonight. Well, let's see what Andre Soliday can do here. One in the backfield for Blackford.
I see a boot coming from him after that miss extra point. He's probably going to take it out on the ball here. Nice high kick.
And there's one piece of laundry for the first time.
Ooh.
False start against Mississinewa. So, well, we'll try it again. That's the first piece of laundry on the field tonight.
Yeah, hopefully you don't see too much more. But high school football, you'll see a little laundry thrown. Nothing like middle school football, but thank goodness. There's a little bit more laundry thrown in those. All right, let's see another nice boot by Soliday.
Well, we'll try it again. Kick is up, and, well, it'll be gone.
Beautiful kick.
Deep into the end zone.
What an asset Andre can be when he's on. Missed the extra point, but really booted that back and didn't give Blackford a chance to move the ball past the 20. So, see what the Indians have on defense to keep Blackford at bay here.
Up the middle, we brought down. It will be second down for Blackford.
Elam up the middle, just gets a few positive yards. Blackford has that wing tee, so Mississinewa knows what's coming, and Blackford aren't ashamed to show it. And with a good line, a wing tee can be a potent offense if
you will see Blackford run that a lot tonight.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Up the middle, and he could be gone. Peyton McPeak. And will be brought down.
Nice tackle. Good speed by Peyton McPeak. He wasn't going to let him score, and great effort. I don't think that surprised me. Blackford popped out of there, but that was a good play coming out of the wing tee.
A 66-yard drive for Blackford.
And I think the Indians, hey, it's a red zone. Let's play tough. We've seen a couple plays already. And try to key on those backs. Okay, good play by the defensive line of Mississinewa, and they stopped him pretty much cold, just 1 or 2 extra yards there.
Second and 8 for Blackford.
Okay, good tackles by the Indians and good line play. Indians weren't fooled on the last 2 plays. Just need to protect here, 3rd and long.
Best of luck to the Mississinewa cross country team as they open up their sectional tomorrow at Indiana Wesleyan University.
They got I think a couple kids have a chance to get out, so they'll see a couple boys have a chance to make it onto the regional. So hopefully they do that tomorrow. Winger is a very strong and athletic back and got quite a few yards there, but the Indians need to hold with 4th and short here.
The Indians need to get a stop here.
Yeah, a little bit under 2 yards to go. Okay, they've got 4th and 1 on the board here, so the Indians really have to shore up the line play here. Nice play by Blackford as they go in for the touchdown from C-High.
It's tied up at 6 apiece early. And there's a shoe change.
Looks like Bodie Malott needs some shoe help here.
He put on his.
Oh, yes, his kicking boot.
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
That was a very quick change.
Yes. I think Bodie Malott's dad's my physical therapist for both shoulder surgeries. I just know too many people.
You do?
Okay, yeah. He's a good physical therapist over there in Hartford. All right, well, Ryan, Indians have a ball game here, and they're really going to have to, get on offense again and have the same kind of luck on the next drive just to really hold Blackford off, because Blackford's offense looks pretty good right now.
Close in Blackford's offense is key for Mississinewa.
And just key on the runs. I mean, Blackford puts up a lot of rushing yards per game, and it's no secret. The Indians know what they're up against.
75 degrees here in Gas City just before 7:15.
Yeah, it's pretty warm when, even up here, it's pretty warm. But beautiful fall weather for October.
2 in the backfield once again for Mississinewa on the kickoff.
Last time they squibbed it to a little short. We'll see what they do. They're doing that again.
Jaden Crick, he'll go to the near side. And now he'll crisscross applesauce and be taken down.
But up to the 30, so decent field position for the Indians. So we'll see what the Indians can work with 70 yards to the end zone.
Pretty cool to see the officiating crew repping the pink tonight.
Yeah.
On Breast Cancer Awareness Game.
Yeah, McCreary's got a big long sleeve T-shirt on and bright pink out there representing.
Jaden Crick to the near side. Rolls out. Quarterback keeper, and he will launch it, and it'll go out of bounds.
I think Blackford was too fooled on the first down pass play of the Indians.
Second down for Mississinewa. Goes to Carson Campbell. Carson Campbell to the far side. Up the middle, finds it open, and will be brought down.
Beautiful play by the Indians. Nice pass by Landry, and once again, nice explosion by the Barry Sanders lookalike, Carson Campbell.
And it'll be another first down for Mississinewa.
And really, at the beginning of the season, Carson had to take a little time to get jump started, but he's had a really good second half of the season, really put up a lot of yards. So I'd like to see him carry that the rest of the season.
And it will be caught.
Nice pass and catch. Crick made a shoestring catch from Rock. Okay, so I guess they called it incomplete.
Side judge here called it complete, and then he got overturned.
Yep.
Carson Campbell up the middle. He could be gone, and it is a track meet, and the Indians are in the end zone for another touchdown.
You're on this stream, and you saw what I saw, but he just busted up the middle like a rocket. It was beautiful to watch him just. His explosion and quickness up the middle is uncanny. See if Saladay can get this extra point in, get some good special teams line play so he can put it through.
The line has to be good, and the hold has to be good. And let's see what the boot himself can do.
These extra points are going to be crucial tonight, Ryan.
Like I say in basketball, kick is up and good. Like I say in basketball, free throws saves ball games, and well, extra points in football saves ball games.
Yes, it sure does, especially in high school football. It's the difference between a lot of wins and losses.
At the 6:36 mark in the first quarter, Mississinewa 13, Blackford 7.
Mississinewa's not hurting on offense. Campbell's having a real good game so far, and Landry's throwing some pretty good passes. The Indians just need to slow down the wing T offense of Blackford.
Andre Soliday set to kick off for Mississinewa. Blackford sends one deep in the backfield.
Oh, my word.
And this could end up in Coach Scott's coaching box at the baseball field.
Amazing how much of a leg that kid's got. It's amazing. Kicked it almost to the corner of the end zone and out.
Thank you, Tom LaBar, for tuning into tonight's broadcast. We greatly appreciate it.
Okay, we'll see what Blackford's got. And same formation as always, so there's no surprises here for the Indians. They just have to pick up where the ball is handed off at, and that's difficult with the wing tee. A lot of misdirection.
Up the middle, a gain of, I would say, 2, and we brought down.
And Blackford can lull you to sleep with their offense and go one way a couple times and go another, as we saw on the touchdown. You can be easily tricked with that offense. The Indians are really doing a great job up the middle like they have all year. It just seems like the sideline runs have been a little bit challenging for them.
Third down for Blackford. And it feels like this first quarter has been very slow.
Yes, I mean, it feels like we should already be done with the first quarter, and we still have 5 minutes to play. With all the running we've seen, they've scored rather quickly.
Tries a long pass, and it is complete.
I was not expecting that, and I'm sure the Indians felt the same. Cameron Elam with a long reception. Looked like Crick could have had him about 10 yards earlier, but just couldn't get a hold of him and couldn't tackle him low. Probably a good choice by Crick because I don't think he would have got a good handle on him at that point. Finally got ahead of him so he could get him low to get him down.
It is a run after a run after a run for both teams.
Yeah, and it seems like to me Blackford's kind of in the same spot they were last time they scored. They had a long run to get where they're at now like they did the pass here. So the Indians need to just play tough defense here.
Second and 10 for Blackford.
Yeah, if the Indians can't stop them here, we're into 26, 27 points already. So it didn't be coming pretty quick if the Indians can't stop them here. And really, Ryan, if Elam hadn't cut back in the middle, I think they would have had a little bit more yards. So I think the Indians are fortunate he cut back and thought he saw a lane open, and the Indians closed that gap really quickly. So
3:45 to play in the first quarter. Mississinewa 13, Blackford 7. And it is 3rd and 3 for the Bruins.
Yeah, the Indians are going to have to play really smart here. They got 3 yards to protect, and with that wing T offense, it's going to be difficult, but they can hold them to 1 to 2 yards here or a loss. Nice pursuit. Beautiful play by Saladay, and he anticipated that, and that was a great job by the senior kicker.
Yep.
And now defensive player.
Yeah.
So here's a situation. I don't know how much Blackford kicks, but I would assume looks like they may be going for it.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. I don't see 2
Malott
different colored suits.
Yeah. At this point, man, you can second guess it, but do you go for it with 4 yards to go, or you try to kick? PlayStation tells me you kick, but this is real life here, so I don't know. I always play PlayStation with my nephew. He always doesn't kick, and I usually win by a couple points, but this is high school football.
60-second timeout, and this 60-second timeout is brought to you by Grant County State Bank. Proudly serving Grant County for over 70 years. Marion, Sweetser, and Swayze growing in our community. We'll be back in 60. This is IHSA, Week 8 of the IHSA football season on the Tribe Sports Network.
Listen up, high school sports fans. This cheer's for you.
You're number one! You're number one!
Why all the love? Why do we think you're number one?
Because as high school athletes, we know there is no us without you.
We know that when you buy a ticket to see an IHSAA game or meet, you're helping pay for new uniforms, safer equipment, or even a bus ride to the game.
But we also know what you're really saying is, I believe in you.
And it's 4th and 4 for the Bruins.
It's been a great CIC matchup so far, Ryan.
Seahigh will keep it. Redirect, will he get it? I don't think so.
Great job by the Indians to see Seahigh and close him off. And it seems like Blackford's trying to cut up again. If I'm Blackford, I'm running that sideline and trying to beat the
Every
Indians.
time.
But they're cutting up, and the Indians are having time to close the gap and pursue the ball carrier.
Nonetheless, Mississinewa will take over on downs, and let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, I think that's really going to help the momentum for the Indians. They stopped them after a long play, and they're in the red zone, and the Indians stopped them on 4 downs, and then the Indians have the ball, and they have plenty of field to work with here.
Maybe I can get my calling luck like our last broadcast we did together.
Yes.
See if that will happen tonight.
I hope so.
See if the broadcasting gods are with me tonight. Carson Campbell goes up the middle and we brought down.
He was a shoestring tackle away from 50 to 60-yard run there. But nonetheless, nice gain. I wish we had a good nickname for Carson because he needs one. He's that good, and he's fun to watch. I wish I had a good – I want to call him a boulder, but he's not huge. So I don't know. I got to think of something.
You'll come
Bowling ball, but I don't know. That doesn't seem right for him either.
You'll come up with one by the end of the night.
Gosh, we got to think of something.
Eli Felver to the far receiver. Jaden Crick to the near. Goes to Jaden Crick on the close side and will be brought out of bounds. A gain of 2 or 3.
Not a bad choice. Seemed like Blackford was ready for it, but they were ready for it. But Crick got a few yards on a little shimmy shake.
Ball will be placed at the 27. It is.
He got more than I thought.
Campbell up the middle. We brought down.
Blackford was ready for that one, but that's what's been really working for the Indians is Carson up the middle, and they got him that time.
Just a little chippy out here on Fisher Field already. 3rd and 2. Ball will be placed on the 28. Two-man shift up the middle. Carson Campbell breaks 1, breaks 2, and we brought down.
You got to love his quick feet and his ability to explode in small holes.
Exactly.
He does a great job. It's so fun to watch him run.
Another first down for Mississinewa. Eli Felver will head to the far side as a receiver. Jaden Crick to the near side. Landry Rock to Carson Campbell.
I really like Mississinewa's offense. They're
Sends
doing
Jaden Crick into motion.
Doing a lot of different things and have a lot of different looks. Luckily, Blackford didn't pick up that interception, but pass wasn't real close to the Indian receiver there. It's good to see him look for other things, but that was a little risky.
Carson Campbell goes up the middle, trips 1, trips 2, trips 3, and will be brought down.
Talk about making something out of nothing. He really showed that there.
Great replay there. Saw him break 3, then be brought down. Between the speed and his size, he can fit anywhere.
I can attest to his weight room prowess, and he never skips a workout. He prepares and trains, and he's ready every season.
And there is Laundry on the field for the second time. False start against Mississinewa. And it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Hey, we're finally almost finished the first quarter. We got 16 seconds to go. Indians up by 6.
The last time we checked in was about 5 minutes and so many seconds, and it feels like it's been 15.
Yes. It's strangely feeling slow, even though it's been a great game.
Landry Rock keeps it, goes to the far side, and will be brought down, or goes out of bounds for Mississinewa.
I really like Landry's basically the opposite of hesitation. He's doing a great job exploding and making a choice and going. He's not hesitating. He knows what he wants to do and heads to the sticks, and he's doing a great job exploding and getting some yards.
At the end of the first quarter, Indians 13, Bruins 7. We'll be back in 60. You're watching IHSA Football on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Gas City as we start the second quarter. A quarter before the half, a pitch to Carson Campbell to the far side, goes up the middle, jukes 1, jukes 2, and will be brought down.
Another nice positive yardage by the Indians, and Carson just keeps on chewing up yardage. Hey, we want to wish a happy birthday to Steve Barker, celebrating his birthday tonight, so hope you're listening.
Landry Rock beside him is Carson Campbell. Receivers are set, goes to Jaden Crick, and Crick wasn't quite ready and will be incomplete.
And Landry might have pulled the trigger a little too quick, but nonetheless, it's 2nd and 10, and the Indians are in Blackford's territory.
Carson Campbell gets an open spot, will take care of that.
Oh, my.
And he could be in the end zone.
Oh, wow.
In the end zone,
that
diving.
That is a wonderful play. That is amazing. You are fortunate to watch this on the stream because it's beautiful. If you're listening on the radio, man, it just doesn't do it justice to watch him get tackled almost officially and still scamper for 10 or 15 more yards, Ryan.
Great replay of that, going to the far side and diving in there for the TD.
What a beautiful, beautiful play by Carson Campbell. He is a joy to watch.
The boot himself, Audrey Soliday. The ball is set. Kick is up. Eckstein's pool, good.
I was going to say it for him, but that's Ryan's beauty and gem. But that's exactly what we needed. You think it sounds like fun up here? It's a barrel of laughs. I love it. Indians are looking pretty good right now, Ryan. They're really going, run heavy, but they pass it a few times, mix it up just enough to keep Blackford guessing.
The 11-18 mark here in the second quarter. Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7. And let's see how the kickoff goes for Blackford.
Yeah, Andres kicked it in the end zone a few times, and I'd like to see him kick it out of there again and keep Blackford from moving it up the field. And I think it's been a key part of this game so far.
Andre Salde set to kick it off. See what Blackford can do. One in the backfield for the Bruins. The kick is up. I lost it in the air.
Wow, beautiful kick. Just past the one.
And they will run it up and see what they can get out of it.
Basically a touchback, maybe a little hair more. But a nice kick nonetheless, and we'll see what Mississinewa can do on defense, see if they can hold them again. I think Mississinewa will be, maybe having somebody back looking for that pass that Blackford tried to throw and kind of fooled the Indians last time the Blackford Bruins had a great possession. All right, I think the Indians are doing a little bit better job closing them off to the sideline. So they're doing a good job keying on those runs.
Snap, roll back. It'll be complete.
Nice play by the Blackford on the short pass. Looks like Elam got a few yards on the reception. All right, I don't know if we haven't talked about it yet, but you and Riley, good chance to make it on the tennis postseason.
Yes, we will play in Kokomo on the 17th. And wow!
He was down the field before the laundry was even thrown.
He was in the auxiliary gym before the flag was thrown.
Oh, man. After 200 broadcasts, this dude can wing him out, man. Ryan's great.
The Bruins will try it again. 1st and 15. Roll back, and it'll be complete.
Blackford's doing a decent job mixing it up out of that wing T formation, and they're mixing it up on the Indians because they've seen that the Indians have kind of figured them out up the middle.
The wing T has been a part of C-High's game for a very long time, and he has been very successful at the coaching level.
Yeah, I mean, he's had big, fast players, and they've really been successful. He had a lot of success at Madison Grant. They beat Marion twice at Marion under C-High's tenure.
Ball is snapped up the middle, and will be brought down.
And that's something Indians have a good handle on, is up the middle stuff. So they just need to be maybe keying on the other things that Blackford's trying to throw at them now. So be nice to see the Indians shut them out the rest of this half.
At the 8:40 mark, before the half, Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7. Ball will be placed on the 37.
Crucial down here. The Indians have them pinned back a little bit, so we'll see what we can do here.
Roll out, it'll be deflected by Jaded Crick and incomplete. Great defense by number 1, Jaded Crick.
Yeah, Crick got his hands up, and it was crucial because the wide receiver had a chance to grab that. If Crick wasn't there, it could have been pay dirt for Blackford. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was a tight end. I think it was Connor Gully.
The 4th and 5, and they're going for it.
Man,
well, looks like they're going for it. Now they're changing their mind.
They got a punter out there. Probably a good decision.
And it is a stinger.
Okay, so second possession in a row for Blackford. Mississinewa has made them kick it, and Mississinewa's got another chance to score before half, and this is a great opportunity for them to do so with the heavy dose of running that Mississinewa has put on the Bruins.
First and 10 on the 23. Sends Carson Campbell into motion. Goes up the middle. I can't tell who that was handed off to. Hayden Nelson up the middle.
Hayden Nelson in the play here and got some good positive yards and ran really strong with a couple Blackford Bruins on his back and carried him for 1 or 2 yards. So nice effort by Hayden Nelson. Nelson's one of my track guys. Can't wait to have him on the track, along with several other hosts of Indians on the football field here. So
the way you said track reminded me of the video you did for RJB Track a few years ago.
Track.
Just the way you said that just reminded me of that. Up the middle for Carson Campbell, and that video is still out there.
Yeah, I mean, you can still access it, and don't access the YouTube I Believe I Can Fly version that I do for karaoke. By R. Kelly. You don't want to see that one. But I had a kid from Mississinewa put that out on the internet, but it's still available somewhere.
Available for listen and watch.
Oh, this has been a fun time.
And it's free on YouTube.
Yes.
Third down for Mississinewa, 3rd and 1. Mississinewa should get that, and nonetheless they get more than one.
I'm telling you, I don't really. It's right now. Blackford really has a difficult time handling Carson, and I don't think it's to the fault of their defense. It's just Carson's an exceptional athlete that just powers through and has great explosion and foot speed. It's amazing. If he wasn't a baseball player, I'd recruit him heavily to be on the track, but he's a heck of an athlete.
Injury timeout will take a time as head athletic trainer Julie Wilmert will head out to the field. This timeout is brought to you by Marion General Hospital. We'll be back after injury break.
What's included in the price of a ticket to attend an IHSAA athletic event?
Harris cuts left, darts right, and goes straight to college!
High school sports teach life skills that go beyond the field of play. Skills that pave the way to a better education and a more fulfilling career. It's all included in the price of admission when you attend a high school athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
Welcome back after the injury timeout. Carson Campbell will be carried off.
It's not a good sign, but hopefully he's okay.
Head athletic Julie Wilmer will get him back on the field.
It's like possibly a lower body injury. That's my guess from how they're holding him. So they're kind of carrying him like a rag doll at this point. So hopefully he can get fixed up. At least not for tonight. At least the next ball game. Hopefully he's healthy.
Coach Burrish carried him like he was a lineman.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. McCurry's taking care of his running back, boy. That's what you like to see at an offensive lineman, care about the backs that they're protecting. So it's nice to see that from McCreary. To the chagrin of Coach Greentree.
And there will be a timeout. Timeout, Mississinewa. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back after the timeout. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network.
It's been said the night is always darkest just before the dawn. Maybe you can relate right now. But make no mistake about it, a new day is dawning. Opportunity and promise are on the horizon for all of us. And just like in high school sports, we'll trust honesty, empathy, hard work, and humility to bring out the best in us and show us the way. The IHSAA will look for you at a high school game or meet very soon.
Yeah, Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7. And the receivers are lined up for Mississinewa.
Looks like Carson's getting some ice on the leg, on the lower knee, or so it looks like it's below the knee a little bit, but he's getting some attention from Julie Wilmer.
Third piece of laundry on the field tonight. It's going to be a false start against Mississinewa, so they'll move on back.
Well, Mississinewa does have other backs, so it's not that they can't still run the ball. Maybe not the talent of Carson or the experience, but
roll out.
They've got other options.
Pass complete, and oh my goodness. Holy cow.
Nice play.
Greg O'Banion just took charge and rolled through that.
Beautiful play by Greg O'Banion. It is really nice to see other players get involved here to keep Carson's spirits up, keep the team's spirits up as he's attended to on the sideline. That's great.
The linebacker and tight end just took care of the ball and ran it about 5 or 6 yards and elephant plowed through Blackford.
Beautiful play. Oh, nice play. Nelson up the middle.
Good run by Nelson to go up the middle for Mississinewa.
Great to see Mississinewa just keep on with the offense and just keep on.
That was one thing I was not looking for, was Greg O'Banion to run the ball.
Yes, I was surprised too, but great play, and it's nice to see him get involved in the offense here.
First and 10 on the 36.
Nice, strong play again by Nelson, and I really think Baresh has a lot to work with. As of next year, he's got a lot to work with over the season, and hopefully we don't have any COVID delays, and he can have contact with his players the rest of the time and get his players ready for next year. Not that it's over, but he's got a lot to work with. A lot to work with.
Hayden Nelson goes up the middle.
Nice play by Nelson. Close to getting tackled 5 yards back and just powered through it and made a nice gain. This has been really a fun game to watch. O'Banion's getting back on the field. Nelson's coming off, and we'll see what the Indians got cooking and what Landry Rock's getting from the sideline. Nice to see the Indians score again before the half, and they're marching down the field.
3rd and 2. Greg O'Banion goes up the middle once again.
Nice play. O'Banion comes on and just shows what he's got. Great job by Greg O'Banion.
1st and 10 for Mississinewa on the 22.
Man, we're going O'Banion heavy here. And Blackford was ready for that one. Laundry tossed, almost like dodgeball. I think it nailed somebody in the head, that piece of flag there. You ever seen the movie Dodgeball, Ryan?
I have not.
It's kind of a funny movie. I don't know. It's kind of old, but it's funny.
Does that need to be on my weekend watch list?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a strange comedy, but it's dodge, duck, dive.
I think my producer behind me is mad at me that I have not watched that.
You ever seen Waterboy?
Yes.
Waterboy's a good movie, too. Those are two that I need to get on my watch list to repeat watch again here soon. Has nothing to do with this game, but let's keep it going.
Speaking of sports-related movies,
okay.
If this certain person is watching, he'd be very excited that I could be a fumble, but like I was saying, a movie that is very, very popular, I would say, in my family is Field of Dreams.
Yes, great movie. Luckily, Rock fumbled it and recovered his own fumble to escape from the turnover to Blackford.
You know, you never know. Ian and I might start our own podcast where we talk about everything.
Yeah, podcasts are fun. I've got about 3 or 4 going. You probably never heard the 2 extra, but I've got 2 going right now.
False start.
The Indians are kind of struggling here to get organized. Lost a lot of yardage, and it's second and really, really long. Second 27.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out the Grant County Sports podcast, go take a look and listen.
Oh, nice. Pretty decent run by Nelson. Didn't quite pick up 27, but some positive yardage. Good to see other backs get involved. And I think the Indians can get out of this hole or at least get some more positive yardage and hold Blackford to not score again before the half. So I think Mississinewa just needs to get some good positive yardage and just count on their defense.
We're going to have the sport brain himself, Mr. Sean Douglas, on this weekend.
I had some technical difficulties with my equipment for a couple weeks, and I'm going to return with the Sean Douglas recap this Sunday. So
it'll be a full podcast. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's good that Landry just tried to keep the ball, but he probably should just grab it and get down so he doesn't take the loss on that. Or lose the football, and that's too bad. Lost a lot of yardage, but hopefully Saladay can get us out of trouble here and pin Blackford back. And he's the guy to do that, so hopefully we can pin him back, play good defense.
Andre Saladay, one in the backfield for Blackford.
Nice punt. Good little bounce. Keep it out of Blackford's hands, and I think good position for Mississinewa to be in. They need to refocus, reorganize. They were having a little trouble organizing on offense, and hopefully they can recenter themselves, and the defense can give them a little bit of break here, finish out the half.
A minute 40 until the halftime break.
Blackford's not going to have a whole lot of time to work with their offense, so hopefully Mississinewa can hold them here to go in the halftime break with a nice 13-point lead.
(20-7), Mississinewa leads. Near intercepted by the senior Elijah Standridge.
My fan mouth came out there, but we almost had an interception from Standridge and forgot I was on the mic here.
You got me in the mood to watch some sports movies tonight.
Yeah, you have to. I've got a lot of ones that I really enjoy. Funny ones like, Happy Gilmore. That's a great one. Of course, Dodgeball, Waterboy, just to name a few. Serious ones, Remember the Titans.
Yep.
There's a lot of good ones.
A Scott Taylor favorite.
Yeah, Little Giants. Prince just shot me that one. That's a great one. There's not too many I don't like. I even like the Mighty Ducks. I'm not a big hockey fan. That wasn't bad. One of my favorites, Field of Dreams, though. That's one of my favorite ones on the list.
1:15 and counting, and well, if they want to get something off.
It looks like they're not really didn't look like they were in too big of a hurry to try to score before the half, so looks like they're going to try to grind it out unless they've got some trickery up their sleeve here.
We'll take a 60-second break. You're watching Mississinewa Indians football live from Gas City.
What's included in the price of a ticket when you attend a high school athletic event? For starters, greater opportunities for our kids.
And here comes Lopez. He dribbles, fakes, shoots, and scores! A high-paying job!
Putting today's young people on the pathway to success. Inspiring them to never give up. Encouraging them to always do their best. Teaching them how to be better leaders. It's all included in the price of admission when you go to an IHSAA athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
High school sports. We pay, they play, everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Oh, my goodness!
Well, welcome back to Gas City. And I look over, the tennis court's lights are on. Somebody must be getting in some work here late on a Friday night.
Who is it? You're the only one left, you and Riley.
Might be my cousin, Jared May.
Okay.
Would be my guess. But I'm just throwing random people out here at that point.
Here, and it looks like Blackford got some. Blackford maybe making me look like a fool here. I thought they were going to try to run the clock out, but I think they've got something cooking to try to score here. And I think the Indians need to be ready for it because I think they're ready to try to
roll out to the far side.
I think that's an interception.
It looks like it is.
The side judge is showing Mississinewa ball, and the Indians looked like they weren't ready, Ryan, but
no,
it worked out for them here as they pick up the interception to almost guarantee.
Great read by the senior. Mississinewa could get into the red zone here, be right before the half.
And I really think Mississinewa needs to try. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with being aggressive and trying to score again before the half.
Receivers are set, no man in motion, goes straight out of the pocket.
I just think it seems like Crick and Rock need to get a little bit on the same page. I'm just not sure what the miscommunication is. Either thrown too early or Crick's not cutting early enough. But
second down for Mississinewa, 50 seconds before the halftime break. Once again, receivers are set. No man in motion. Goes to Hayden Nelson up the middle. And the ball is loose, and I think it will stay with Mississinewa.
And great job by the Indians to jump on the fumble. And I think it was Rock.
Yep.
He jumped really quickly. He saw that ball and jumped on it quickly.
Timeout, Mississinewa. We'll be back after the break. You're watching Indians football live from the GC.
It's been said the night is always darkest just before the dawn. Maybe you can relate right now. But make no mistake about it, a new day is dawning. Opportunity and promise are on the horizon for all of us. And just like in high school sports, we'll trust honesty, empathy, hard work, and humility to bring out the best in us and show us the way. The IHSAA will look for you at a high school game or meet very soon.
Welcome back to the very cool and calm night here in Gas City. 30 seconds before the half. Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7. And let's see what Mississinewa can do here. Receivers are set, no man in motion, rolls out. And looks like this is going to be out of bounds.
Bill Dawson throws in a text here. He said a great football movie is Greater, and I have never seen it. He said it's an awesome movie. I'll have to check that out. Have to look that one up.
23 seconds before the half, and let's see what Mississinewa can do here. 4th down, and well, let's just say long. One in the backfield.
When you got a good kicker like Andre, you gotta punt in this situation, be safe and smart, and put it in a spot.
Roughing the kicker.
And a nice bounce nonetheless, but to no avail. I'm sure Ryan is correct on that call. Okay, another opportunity. I really don't think the Indians will try to score on one play, but who knows?
Hey.
Who knows? I don't know. They had some good field position here. The Indians on the 35 here, so the Indians might be a sideline pass away from an Andre kick here. That's what I would do, video game wise, but I don't know.
PlayStation wise,
I'd try to get somebody at sideline pass real quick, clock stoppage and kick it. But I'm not a football coach. I'll let the professionals do that.
Rock under pressure and could be caught. A near caught pass.
Hey, not a bad play by the Indians, and really Blackford made an excellent defensive play to keep that from being possibly even a touchdown, because the pass was a pretty good pass.
7 seconds left, and let's see what Mississinewa can do.
They may be able to piece this up to get a kick out of this if they can get some positive yardage.
To Greg O'Banion, incomplete, and that looks like could be how.
Yeah, it's probably going to be it for the half here. With 3 seconds to go, 3rd and 10. I mean, I guess you could go for broke here and throw deep. But if you want to play conservative football, you're just going to run it up the middle and stop the time. Yeah? Prince says kick it. I've got that feeling too, but I don't think that's going to happen here. I think the Indians probably looking to pass here to end the half. And nice spiral, but just not enough.
At the halftime break, Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7. We'll be back later during halftime break to break down stats and more. You're watching Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network.
is a Missy exclusive. Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. A lot of them artists used to dance. Let's just have fun. It's hip hop. Let's just have fun. Dance.
Lose control. Music make you lose control.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, bump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Plan rocker, showstopper, flow popper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper, do my thing, mother. Boy, the music makes me lose control. We're gonna make you lose control and let it go, for you know you're gonna hit the flow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Oh, you can talk all you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All this sauce so little, open up the level, elevate your level. Level up, 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 level up. So you're doing this, how to do it when you're from? Sticking up your tongue, girl, but you know you're too young. A bunch of girls doing it and look fun. That's how they do it where we from. No, don't start your fun. That's how they do it where they from. I'm like, check it, make a new track, make a fall on they crack. Give them a slap, appetizer, and slap them so fat in the back, make the boys all collapse. Yeah, when I rap, they be all on my back. Boys wanna top on this. Got a new idea, let me switch it. Man, I'm so futuristic.
Welcome back to Mississinewa High School just before the third quarter, and we'll throw some first half stats here. Touchdown at the 10:42 mark in the first quarter, touchdown at the 6:36 mark in the first quarter, and a touchdown at the 11:18 mark in the second quarter for the Indians.
Yeah, they showed that the Indians can run the ball with a lot of success, and it was nice to see Landry throw it a few times to mix it up a little bit. And Landry had a couple great runs, so the Indians just have to keep it going and limit mistakes and turnovers and penalties.
Yeah, exactly. A big shout out to the TribeTV crew that is here tonight. My producer, Mr. Brooks Holloway, the cameraman, Prince Fortney, and Slash, my spotter tonight, doing a great job spotting for us. And best of luck to the volleyball team at Grant 4 tomorrow and the boys and girls cross country team as they compete in the Indiana Wesleyan University sectional, which seems like it has been for the past few years a very, very tough sectional.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that come down from, the north of us, and then the regionals even tougher at the same location, but it's a pretty competitive sectional. So.
And for the football sectional, Mississinewa drew Marion in game number 1 of sectional 20, and that will be held here at Mississinewa High School.
Yeah, that's always I think the IHSA, if they're a part of these decisions to have Marion and Mississinewa meet, it's a great decision economically as well as, fan excitement and interest. That's great to have rivals meet in the sectional. It just does great things for the sport. That Mississinewa and Marion's been in the same class and been able to meet as many times as they have. That's going to be a great event.
It is, especially this year. It's going to be a very well-played game. Well, before we get started, again, best of luck to the teams that are competing tomorrow at Grant 4 in the sectional. So best of luck to players and coaches.
All right, we'll see what the Indians have in store for us from the Baresh and other coaches. Halftime preparation, we'll see what they've got, and we'll see what Blackford's going to show us from their halftime preparation from a very veteran and successful coach in C-High. So it's been a really good game so far. It's been real exciting, and it's been an awesome CIC battle to watch, and we'll see how both teams come out of halftime.
Don't quote me on this, but multiple different states are watching tonight. Tennessee, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and I am sorry if I am missing a few more, but a lot of out-of-state listeners. So we thank you very much for tuning in tonight's broadcast. Blackford will start off the second half with a drive up the middle, and they will be bounced around.
Nice effort by Elam to just carry tacklers 5 to 6 yards. What a great effort by Cameron Elam of Blackford. So it's been a nice game, and I'm sure enjoying it from the comfort of your home. And it's we've got a great stream here and a great TribeTV high school TV production program here.
Be first and 10. Ball will be placed on the 27. A great new up the middle be brought down. A great new little graphic on the bottom right-hand side of your screen where it says first and 10. The ball placement is at the 27. That is new for tonight, so great job to our producer.
Yeah, Blackford just repeating what they did in the first half of the game at their first possession, doing the same kind of thing. I think Mississinewa will be able to shore that up, and they've seen it before, and I think they can stop that. Little bit of a gain, but I think Mississinewa got back into it and said, hey, we've seen this before.
2nd and 7. Ball will be placed on the 41.
Good pursuit by the Indians, and great job finding the ball carrier, and good job by the Indians. Okay, another crucial down here. The Indians, this would be a great opportunity for them to stop Blackford early on in the second half.
Just before 8:30. It is 71 degrees here in Gas City.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for any better weather tonight for an October 9th Friday Night Lights.
Just can't wait to see what it feels like in a few weeks come tournament time. It's going to be a little chilly.
Yeah, great job by the Indians. Looks like they pushed Blackford's line back quite a bit, and they weren't fooled on that as Blackford tries to go up the middle. Let's see what Blackford does here. I would imagine they punt in this position, but at this point, being down 13, you never know. Looks like they're going to be, back to punt.
Jaden Crick goes deep for Mississinewa.
Pretty good punt from Bodie Malott as it takes a great Blackford bounce. Almost to the 5, possibly the 4. And what a great kick by Bodie Malott, but the Indians do have possession at this point.
See what Mississinewa can do here. 9:07 left to play in the third. Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7.
We've had some really great kicks tonight on special teams, Ryan, especially in the punting game for both teams has been pretty solid.
Yeah, on both sides for Mississinewa and Blackford, especially for Mississinewa, special teams have kicked it up a notch for week 8. Special teams were very good in week 7.
Wonderful.
And they continue that tonight.
A wonderful run by Hayden Nelson to get Mississinewa a little bit more cushion out of that deep hole that Mississinewa was in from the great kick. So good play by Nelson. And this maybe give Nelson a chance to show what he's got since Carson's been sidelined. And I really didn't hear anything about Carson. I'm not sure. Looks like he's on the sideline standing up. So, I mean, hopefully his injury is not too severe. But I would doubt he'd hit the field the rest of the game, but I'm not real sure. To be safe, to keep him from injury. Oh, nice play to O'Banion again. They're really using O'Banion well. He's a big, powerful tight end. Slash back, everything kind of player for the Indians here, and doing a great job picking up the slack for Campbell as well as Nelson.
Up the middle and will be brought down.
Bresh is doing a great job calling plays tonight. The offense is doing a good job, and Green Tree's crew, and they're doing a nice job tonight. And they've really improved since the first game we did on TribeTV against Eastbrook, and they've really improved as a squad.
Hayden Nelson tries to get in, but will be brought down. A gain of 1 or zip.
But beautiful tackle by Winger. He's just a heck of an athlete. And, you know, that was really all on Winger there. That was nothing against Nelson, but Winger was right there. We'll see what the Indians do with 3rd and long here. deep in their own territory. They've got to be real smart and safe with the ball.
Under pressure, Landry Rock will kick up the speed.
Landry's had 3 long runs, and he's really showing great speed, Ryan. I mean, I did not know Landry was that fast, but he's really showed me tonight what kind of speed he's got.
It'll be a first down, Mississinewa.
I'm going to try to recruit him on the track. Does he play baseball? I don't want to take him from your dad. Oh, see, never mind then. I'm not taking him away from your dad. Never mind. That's not a recruiting trip I'll do, but I like the speed. Just a little bit short to Standridge.
Once it comes that springtime, I am sure Coach Scott will let you go in for some BP if you want to.
Yes, I want to. I want to get that batting machine again, and I want to hit one deep to the gap. I think I still got it. I don't think I can throw anymore, but I still can hit.
Receivers are set, no man in motion. Nelson goes up the middle.
I really like what Mississinewa is doing tonight, and I really like how the line is played, and I think the guys stepping up behind Carson done a good job. It's good experience for him to get a lot of carries, and Nelson's done a pretty good job for a young back.
3rd and 8. Looks like, yes, the ball will be on the 42. Receivers are set. Landry Rock will have Hayden Nelson right beside him. Goes deep to Elijah Standridge, is incomplete.
Nice effort by Landry Rock, and really you can't fault Landry. He put it right there, and Standridge just wasn't able to pick it up. And it's still a tough play, but Landry had a good arm on that. So, but I think you're safe to punt here with 13-point lead with behind Soliday's leg. We'll see what kind of punt Soliday can produce here, Ryan.
One to the backfield for Blackford. It is
nice
up in the air.
High punt.
above the light post.
I love, what a bounce by the Indians. You could almost call that a coffin corner because that was nice by Andre. Wow.
That ball went above the light post.
I'm telling you what, right now with Andre, I'm telling you, winning the field position game's huge in this game. It's really bode well for the Indians, giving Blackford a lot of field to play with, and the Indians have had time to stop them. Wow. What a kick, Ryan.
Ball will be placed at the 5.
I was just thinking the Mississinewa player of the game early on. I would say Carson, then O'Banion, then Andre does this kicking magician show, and you're like, man, it'd be hard to vote against him.
Coach Scott says Tuesday at 5:45, come get your hacks in.
Ooh, man. I love the sound of that. O'Banion's had a heck of a game.
He has been a heck of a player tonight.
Yes.
He's been a linebacker, a tight end,
Fullback.
Might as well put him at a receiver and fullback.
Yeah, he's done a great job blocking. I mean, he's been all over the field. He's done an awesome job for the Indians. I'm telling you what, great play by the Indians to hold Seahigh back. I'm telling you, it's already 3rd and 7. And the Indians have chewed this quarter out pretty good. So great job by the Indians, and I think Baresh should be happy what kind of ball club he's got going in late in the season.
And it still seems to me this game is going by slow.
Yeah, it feels like it. I know the clock's ticking down, but I would agree with you, Ryan. We haven't had a ton of laundry.
No, 3 pieces so far.
Yeah, I mean, really.
That's a new record.
That hasn't stopped the game too much.
No. And looks like there's a timeout, Randy Seahigh. Timeout Blackford. Well, we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 60. This is Indian High School football on the Tribe Sports Network.
If you bought a ticket to an IHSAA athletic event last weekend, give yourself a giant pat on the back.
You helped ensure our school has the resources it needs to support our athletic program.
You might have even punched somebody's ticket to a better life.
Yeah, like mine.
So give yourself a big high five.
Yeah!
And thank you.
High school sports.
You pay.
We play.
Everybody wins.
That's right.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
Welcome back to Gas City as we continue with the third quarter. 4:18 left to play before the final quarter of regulation. Mississinewa 20, Blackford 7.
Ryan, we ought to try off-the-air bloopers. We're not going to do that. But they're always fun. This off-the-air conversations Ryan and I have are interesting. Not as good as the live stream, but
we can solve the sports world problems, I think.
Yeah, we could.
And more. Talking
wow.
about Greg O'Banion.
I'm telling you what, he's been all over the place. What a game. What a game. McCreary goes out there and celebrates with him. He just, what a ball game. Showing his athleticism and his football tenacity here tonight.
Tenacity, wow.
I've been trying to dip into my vocab bag the last couple streams. And my mom's a former English teacher, or a former reading teacher. She's been proud of my vocab. Oh, boy.
Punting deep, and, well, it's coming right towards me.
I think Mississinewa lets that go. They're in already great position. So that's a smart play by the Indians to let that die and take advantage of the great field position and the the missed kick by Malott. Yeah.
Talking about sports, I think sometime next we need to get the sports brains together. You, me, Scott Hunt, and Sean Douglas.
Yeah.
And we can solve some sports problems.
Yeah, once we get this COVID over, we could hit the it's over there by Hallmark store in Dunham's. The store in the middle.
Tree of Life?
Yes, Tree of Life has a nice little atrium. You can sit in there, a nice little open area, and you can go in there and do live podcasts. We've done a sports one there before. Be a great place for us to go.
Well, fans can look forward to that after COVID.
Yeah, that'd be nice to take advantage of the time.
Definitely get some Philadelphia Eagles talking there.
Oh, yeah. Sean's passionate about that. All right.
2nd and 9 on the 24. Pitch to Hayden Nelson. He has a gap, and will he take care of that?
Run.
And he is roughly, probably looks like at the 2-yard line.
Gosh, he's so close. Nice play by Nelson. It's nice to see him have a good game. And, the Indians can feel a little bit more confident. Hey, we can give Carson a rest, get him healed up. And we've got other people that can do the job until he gets back in.
1st and goal for Mississinewa.
Be nice to see the Indians get in here to put some insurance points on the board so they can breathe a little easier.
See what they can do here. Hayden Nelson up the middle.
Nice
he's
play.
in.
I think he's in.
It'll be a
And
touchdown.
striped
Indians.
shirts agree, and he's in. Nice to see Nelson get a touchdown. So, hey, we'll see if we can get a extra point on the board to get a 20-point lead here.
The boot himself, Andre Soliday. will kick things up to the moon.
I know IW's salivating seeing his leg tonight, if anybody's here from that program.
Well, he might kick it to IW.
Yeah, he possibly could.
Kick is good.
Other than that missed extra point, he's had a great game with the leg and on defense.
Yeah, a lot of Indian fans are saying, are you saying Andre Soliday on the defensive side? Yes, that is a change from last year.
And really, he's such a great athlete. It's, you know, it's a good option. I bet he loves the opportunity. I had him on the track and field side of things, and I could probably put him in any event, and he would compete. Really, if it hadn't been for the COVID and pandemic stoppage of last year's spring sports, I probably would have had him down at the indoor state for track with the speedsters we've got on the field tonight. Maybe I can get that back this year. Hopefully I can get another shot at that.
2:57 left to play before the final quarter of regulation. Mississinewa 27, Blackford 7. Andre Soliday will kick things off to Blackford. They will send one to the backfield.
All right. See if Saladay's still got that boot going on strong here.
Kick is up high in the air.
What a nice kick. But Blackford's going to bring it out from about the 1. And, hey, we're back in touchback area again, so not too bad. Saladay frisbees the tee to the sideline and hits his defensive position. All right, so with 2:50 to go in the third quarter, Mississinewa just needs to hold court here with a 20-point lead. Getting attacked by some kind of weird insect. It looks like a small praying mantis trying to crawl in and grab Ryan's eyes out. It looks like. I'm exaggerating. It's a smaller version of it.
I don't know if you'd call it small.
They're scary critters. First glance, I thought it was a large spider.
You're eyeing that thing.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Ball is on
Making
the
sure.
19.
All right. It's 2nd and 8, and see what the Indians can do here on D.
Well, I don't know if that was an Indian tackle to Bruin or the Bruin tripped.
Yeah, I'm not going to make the call because he tripped a little bit, got back up, and then got hit by an Indian. So it's a little bit of both, in my opinion.
You never know. There might be a little dew on the field.
Could be. Looks like the field's glistening from my vantage point and the stream. That could be just the shiny blades of plastic.
They'll try to go up the middle, but they will go to their sideline and will run out of bounds.
Looks like 21, Carson Seahigh with that effort. I'm going to assume coach's son. I don't know. Not sure. That would be my guess.
$1:15 left to play before the final quarter of regulation. Mississinewa 27, Blackford 7.
Okay, rolls out. And
ooh.
Tipped, and Indian was close to the ball. Gotta like that replay audience out there. It's a wonderful addition to this broadcast to be able to see replays, and they do a great job here with this student-led broadcast team of Mississinewa's TribeTV.
Finished 2 streams last night. 2 streams in one night and a big stream tonight to round out the weekend.
Wow.
And, well, speaking of that, we will have the girls soccer sectional here live at 2 p.m. Western, the Lady Western Panthers will take on the McConnell Braves at 2 p.m. here on Fisher Field. If you know somebody that are a fan of those 2 teams, tell them to tune in to MCSC Athletics YouTube. So 4 streams in 3 days for Mississinewa. Third and 10 on the 27.
Back to pass.
Under pressure.
Ooh! Greg O'Banion about got an arm in there. About got him, but nice pursuit by the other Indians defenders. And
there is something laying on the field, and I don't think it's a flag.
No, looks like a piece of equipment of some type. I'm not sure. Maybe a piece of Blackford's equipment. But they probably ought to get that removed off the field. Think anybody sees it but us, Ryan.
Well, I'm glad we see it.
I hope I'm
heading
not
into the final quarter of regulation here in the GC. Mississinewa 27, Blackford 7. We'll be back after the short break. You're watching Indians football on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Mississinewa High School as we enter the final quarter of regulation.
Okay, the Indians got 12 minutes to keep Blackford out of the end zone, and I think they're doing a pretty good job so far of doing that.
Uh-oh.
Still gets the kickoff.
And going.
Oh, my.
Mississinewa could have some good luck here, and they do.
With Dakota Ansel picks up that short punt and about put it in. Another great position for the Indians to have great field position, maybe for another score to seal the deal. Yeah, this bad snap by Blackford went over the punter's head, and good
at least
presence.
they got it off.
Yeah, good presence of mind from the punter to grab it and just at least get a kickoff, just at least protect the end zone a little bit more.
First and goal for Mississinewa. Mississinewa, O'Banion went airborne.
Looks like Evan Dobbs just got a piece of O'Banion to keep him from rumbling and stumbling to the end zone. Now, speaking of young talent, the 8th graders coming up from RJ Basket, I've seen them play this year, and they've got a lot of talent coming up from the middle school ranks. So there's a lot of good athletes coming up.
Greg O'Banion might be in the end zone, and yes, he is.
I'm telling you what, I love it. Greg O'Banion's had a great game, and really, outside of Carson's early game performance, O'Banion's had a whale of a game defensive and offensively. If we ever have a player of the game segment, I'd say O'Banion would be fighting for it.
Kick is
Looks
up
good to me.
and good deep in the Eckstein's pool.
Yeah. And streamers out there, you can't see the Eckstein's pool, but it's close to Eckstein's pool. That is not a joke. It's not like we kick it and say it's going to IW's field. It's Eckstein's pool's real close to the end zone. All you geography buffs around Fisher Field know where these facilities are, and Eckstein's pool's just southeast of it.
Coach Burrish has to be happy with his Indians tonight on how they have performed.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to feel really good about this. He's got a lot of young talent, kids that he's teaching, and kids that are really learning and improving, and he's got to feel good about his squad going into the end of the season. I mean, I think he's a good person to replace the legendary Kurt Funk.
And speaking of that, I will try to get his score at Fishers High School. End of the third quarter, Westfield leads Fishers 42-6. That is 6A football.
Yeah. It's 6A football's tough down there in the Indianapolis area, so I'm sure Funk will figure it out like he did up here and really turn the Indians around.
.6:15 remaining in the third quarter. Marion leads Indianapolis Tech 22-13.
You know any details on how many people are going to let in the sectionals at the same as
I do
the
not
county?
know that.
I mean, I would imagine they'd go with the county public health department rules, but, you know, I guess we'll find out later on how much tickets are going to be distributed for that, or how many tickets, sorry.
2:13 left to play in the second quarter. Eastbrook leads Elwood 65-8.
Battle of the Panthers.
Yeah. Trying to look for an Oak Hill score, but they have not updated.
I can't remember who they play tonight. I'm thinking Alec, but I could be wrong.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. All right.
.10:02 left to play in the final quarter of regulation. Indians 34, Blackford 7, 33rd and 6 on the 24. Up the middle, and well, we brought back.
Yeah, Blackford hasn't had too much luck with the runs up the middle. Mississinewa's got a good defense for that play up the middle with the wing tee, but they do struggle a little bit to sideline, but done a good job pursuing tonight. See if Blackford can get a better snap and punt. Looks like they're able to get a good one off. And a really good punt by the Blackford punter, and got a good Blackford bounce. But not bad field position for the Indians, considering how far back Blackford was. I would imagine the Indians are going to get some second stringers out there and get some time at this point in the game with a nice, solid lead.
Big shout out to the one and only Mr. Terry Bartlett across the way.
Yeah, Terry is a big member of the chain gang, where you're talking about high school football here at Fisher Field, or you're talking about middle school football on Fisher Field.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Trap shooting guru.
That is right.
Duck hunting master.
The Duck Master.
Yeah, he also makes great deer sausage and jerky that I try to get off of him as much as I can during the hunting season.
Gain of 3 will be at the 39. See what Mississinewa can do here.
Feels like the clock is crawling.
Receivers are set. Yes, it is. No man in motion, goes to Hayden Nelson up the middle, and will be a gain of 1.
Good effort by Nelson, just 1 on 4. It's not good odds, but good effort nonetheless.
I have to give a big shout out to a team that, well, I would probably get in trouble if I didn't. To the producer behind me and my good buddy Andy McCord. Congratulations to the Yankees for making it to Game 5.
Yeah. Hope my Braves represent for the National League. I'm wanting the Braves to take home a title.
Man, I was rooting for the Rays all night last night.
Oh, I know. Man.
But the Yankees pulled it off, coming off of an easy bracket draw. Let's just say that. For the 20-something year in a row.
Oh, shoot.
4th and 8 at the 41. 1 into the backfield. Andre Salde, kick is up above the light poles.
My. What a job Andre's done. I'd have to say co-players of the game got to be Andre and O'Banion, aside from Carson early on. What a game for Andre Salade. He's done such a great job kicking deep, kicking it out of bounds where you're supposed to as a punter, deep, and a lot of height, a lot of air time, gives the defense a lot of chance to get down there and create fair catches and non-catches. So they've done a wonderful job on that end of the special teams tonight. Really improved since the beginning of the season. Their special teams have really, really proved to be a lot more organized and precise.
1st and 10 at the 15. And will be brought down.
And it seems like Blackford's playing safe right now, but I mean they've had a little bit of success throwing the ball. I'm really surprised here they're not trying to throw it a little bit more and go for broke here, but
shout out to my doubles partner Riley Fuquay as he is at Indiana Wesleyan flipping the chicken patties at Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
I will see you tomorrow morning, Mr. Riley Fuquay. And, well, they ended up in the auxiliary gym once again.
84 does it again, Connor Gully. It's almost the same exact situation earlier when he went too early, so.
Second and 13 at the 17. Did we have a clock issue?
Maybe. It's back started again, but we're down under 6 minutes now.
Blackford will be brought down.
Yeah, this seems like they're, Ryan, it seems like they're just content with running it out here. Blackford's just grinding it out on behind the tackles. So, I mean, at this point, you're probably not going to win the game, but I don't know. A gambler would try to throw it up a little bit.
Now I say that, a Chick-fil-A sandwich sounds good right now.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A chicken, it's hard to beat the taste of that.
5:20 to play in regulation. Indians 34, Blackford 7. See if Blackford can get downfield here.
Man, a little bit more, but just, I mean, at this point, you're just playing the time game and the punting game.
Blackford will handle a fourth down situation.
Looks like Malot's back to kick it again. Or punt it for the Bruins here. Looks like some miscommunication on the Indians. Ooh.
The kick is off, and it'll bounce to about the, well, right on the 50.
I saw an Indian running off the field, and
yeah,
we had too many, but I think at this point they're just going to look past that or didn't see it. So
we have had a great rolling game, only 3 pieces of laundry. The game has been a running game tonight.
Yeah, been pretty clean. It's too bad Carson had that injury, but other than that, it's been pretty clean. Not a lot of stoppages of play, and hopefully Carson is not severely injured for the rest of the season. It looks like he was standing on his own accord, so looks like he'll be back.
After this game, stick around for a few minutes as we announce the Max's Barbershop Player of the Game Award and more. Bad snap. The Indians will stick with it. The freshman, Nolan Quaterer,
getting some quality time here on the field. It's good experience for an underclassman to get on the field and real game situations on the varsity end of things. And
Q is at the quarterback position. Hayden Nelson to his side. Goes to Hayden Nelson. Hayden Nelson to the far side. Crisscross applesauce, and will be brought down.
Nelson's kind of more of a vertical runner than Carson, but he's a little bit more of a bruiser and has a lot of speed. And getting some good experience here out on the field tonight. He's had a lot of carries and a lot of opportunities, so it's been nice to see him get some PT.
Snap is high to Hayden Nelson. He gets through. And, well, ball is loose.
I think it's going to be out of bounds, thank goodness. And Nelson was just running like gangbusters there. And unfortunately for the Indians, he coughed it up but out of bounds.
Indians will keep possession.
Nelson probably thinks to himself, like, thank goodness that went out of bounds, but got to make sure, got my hands on the ball, holding it tightly and wrapping it up when you hit the first line of tacklers. So it's good experience for him to learn a lesson there.
1st and 10 at the 15. No men in motion. Drop ball, Hayden Nelson. Well,
good. Nelson had the presence of mind to pick that up. It wasn't quite out of the pistol there, but it accidentally went that way. And you're going to get that early on. You got a lot of youngsters, probably some second stringers on the line there, and just different personnel on the field. This point, it's not going to hurt Mississinewa on the win column, so it's good experience.
2nd and 14 at the 19. Nolan Quarter goes to Hayden Nelson up the middle. A good run there.
Nice run by Nelson. He's had a good game. And looks like he held the ball tightly and wrapped it up and safely. So Nelson's getting a lot of time as a sophomore, and that just proves invaluable later on as a upperclassman, how valuable he can be down the stretch for the Indians football program.
This game tonight will be available for replay roughly around 11:30 midnight tonight. So if you want to rewatch this game, touchdown Indians.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Nelson get a reward for his efforts and get in there and hit pay dirt for 6 points. So Ryan, looks like it's going to be a done deal, and just going to have to Mr. Clock is all we got to worry about now.
Yeah. Like I was saying, this game will be available for replay around 11:30 midnight tonight. So if you want to rewatch this game, you can.
And if you know somebody who's missed it, let them know. There's a replay, and they don't have to miss the game. They can rewatch it.
Kick is up and good.
Is that a backup kicker?
Yep.
Who was that? I couldn't tell who that was, but that was a nice kick.
It looks like Mason Reel.
Okay. Part of the Mississinewa soccer team.
Yep, freshman soccer player. That's what it looks like.
Dad's the head coach. Jared, great guy.
And it was. The freshman. The extra point was good by Mason Reel.
Good, valuable experience for him because Andre's a senior and he's going to be moving on to college next year. So we got to have a kicker to take the place of Andre, who's done a great job for his 4 years.
Speaking of Soliday, the boot himself comes up. So, well, let's see where he sends it. One in the backfield for the Bruins. Kick is up high into the sky. Man in the backfield. It goes up the middle and will be brought down.
Elam on the return, and I'm sure Blackford's just going to try to run the clock out and concede the game to the Indians here. Good effort. I mean, from Blackford, they're just a little shorthanded this year, so not a huge roster, and I'm sure they're coached well and will have good things to come.
Inside a minute to play. Here in Gas City, Mississinewa 41, Blackford 7. Don't forget, stick around for 5 minutes after this game to take a look at the Max's Barbershop Player of the Game and post-game stats for Mississinewa.
Nice tackle.
And that's how the game is going to end. Final from Gas City, Mississinewa 41, Blackford 7. Mississinewa will improve to 4-4 in a game-winning streak for first-year head coach Kyle Burrish and the Mississinewa Indians. Let's get right into the post-game show. Let's start off with some stats. Touchdown stats at the 10:42 mark in the first quarter. Touchdown at the 6:36 mark in the first quarter. Touchdown at the 11:18. And at the second quarter, touchdown at the 2:57 mark in the third, touchdown at the 11:14 in the fourth, and the final touchdown was with 1 minute and 27 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And really, Mississinewa has improved, and they played a well of a game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they really look good. They look like they're having a good time, and it looks like they've corrected a lot of things that they struggled with early on in the season, and I think they're looking good towards the end of the season and done a pretty good job competing in the CIC.
Yeah, again, Mississinewa will move to 4-4, and they will travel to Elwood High School to finish out Week 9 before they go into the tournament time. And let's discuss this player of the game, the Max's Barbershop player of the game.
It's tough one
for me is Greg O'Banion.
Yeah, I'd have to say that I agree with you, Ryan. I'm telling you what, he was so exciting tonight and made some really nice plays on defense and offense. And Andre had a whale of a game too, but we're going to give it to O'Banion today.
So the Max's Barbershop Player of the Game award goes to Greg O'Banion. For myself and Van Winkle, Brooks Holloway, and Prince Fortney, thank you for tuning in. Have a great night and good night.